This is running warm-up number 5. So running warm-up number 5, again, we're looking for a mark out at 15 to 20 yard distance, but number 5, you're only gonna need a 10-yard distance, 8, 10-yard distance to start with. So our first one is what we call our figure 4 hop. So we wanna make sure he'll jog it down and do the figure 4 hop coming back. So Zach, jog it down to the first cone. On the way back, he's gonna be hopping on his right leg. So his left knee, you gotta make sure that left knee is up and the toe is up. This thigh should be parallel to the ground. He's gonna go figure 4 hop on his right leg coming back. It's just lots of little hops, all right? They're not trying to hop for distance. This knee up and toe up has got to stay here. Rest a glass of water on your thigh to not spill. It cannot be down here, and this leg cannot be shaken around. You gotta hold it steady. Figure 4 hop on your left leg. Coming back, good solid, good tall posture. They're gonna wanna lean back a little bit or lean forward, but a nice straight line, head through my ankles. That's forward, figure 4 hop on my right, and figure 4 hop on my left. Next one's gonna be lateral. So Zach will jog it down. Go figure 4 hop on my right leg. Yep, lateral coming back. You're gonna hop on that trail leg. Again, knee is up, toe is up, good tall posture, little hops. They're not trying to go for distance. Everything has got to stay in this position. Then jog it down, same thing back on the left. Lateral figure 4 hop on your left. And again, if you're doing these right and you're at a 10-yard distance, it's a fairly challenging exercise, working the strength out of the ankle and the feet, and then the hip flexor and abs on that other leg. Into our dynamic flexibility, we've got Groucho with a twist. Good, opposite arm, opposite foot. And he opens up his shoulders. You're trying to look for a straight line, straight down your shoulders. Straight line, right down your shoulders. Every step's a rep, good rotation, good flexibility. That's Groucho with a twist. Then coming back, he's going to get a walking good morning. So walking good morning is similar to a walking toe touch. But he's going to have his hands behind his head. All right, want to try and get body and leg parallel to the ground. Coming on back. A lot of balance, a lot of stability, coordination and control. And that's what you're going to see with the student athletes, but that's what you want. And that's 100% what you want, is for them to be challenged, their balance, their stability, to be challenged by this. Once they can do this and there's no movement, their stabilization, their balance has improved, you made them a better athlete. Again, this is running 5, so we've done the toe touches and all that stuff before this. You would not start with this exercise. Going back, we're just going to get our quadricep stretch, opposite arm reach. Going back, quadricep stretch, opposite arm reach. Good, every step's a rep. Pretend like Zach went the full distance. We've seen this one before. He's going to turn around and come back with his figure 4. Those would all be 8 to 10 yards on those. Or if you're in a space where you don't have a lot of room, they can do that stationary and not even have to move. Now, the next one's a fairly challenging running pattern. So we call it our rhythmic figure 4 hops. So he's going to be in that same figure 4 hop position, knee up, toe up. But now he's got to get that opposite arm out there in front. That opposite arm is going to be out there in front. When he gets himself organized, he's going to take some hops. When he gets himself organized, he's going to switch his arms and punch that foot down. Pop, 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 pop. There you go. As quick as he can. So it's teaching the student athletes fast arm action and to punch that foot to the ground. Be active going to the ground. When you're running, you don't want the foot just to fall to the ground. You want to be active to the ground. So same thing on your left, and that's okay. Pop, pop. Good, switch, switch. Good. Pop, 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 pop. And there's no set amount that he has to get in this distance. Athletes are going to hop along when they're organized enough. Bang, bang, they're going to hit it. All right? They have to get that opposite arm out there. If the arms are here, they don't really know what to do. Also, when they're coming back, that knee that I'm hopping on gets up nice and high as well. You'll see some of this, and that's not quite it. Big, big on the transition. Now we're going to go lateral rhythmic figure 4 hops. So Zach's going to jog it down. Lateral rhythmic figure 4 hop, my right leg, left knee up. Good. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Jog it down. Same thing back on the left. Lateral with your core hop. On the left, coming back. Quick arms. You're just trying to switch your arms as quick as you can. They'll need that shoulders relaxed, elbows 90, hand in my pocket position to move that as quick as they want. Then we get into a great exercise. Zach, come out here. Face me down here. We've got our rolling squats. So we've done a bunch of squats, body weight squats. It's running 5, like they should be a legit 2 months into the program by now for sure. So rolling squat, he's gonna squat down all the way to the floor, roll, and then come back up. All right, now, a lot of your student athletes are gonna struggle with that. They may need an arm to bring themselves back up, that's fine. What we don't wanna see though, is some of them will actually cross their feet behind to stand back up. It's not that, okay? Keep the feet out. And if they're not as flexible and strong, they're gonna need some more momentum to help bring them up. But that's a 6 to 8 repetition, 10 maybe, up to you. We'll get a 3-direction lunge after that. So real simple, Zach will take a step forward, back knee taps, great lateral lunge to the side, sit down nice and low, that's a great job, reverse lunge, back knee taps. So we call our 3-direction lunge. You would do 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 on one leg, and then 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 on the other leg, 3-direction lunge. We always follow the squats and lunges with 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, 10 repetitions. That's something we do every day. Student athletes like it. That's just a good one to get them stretched out. Next one now. We're gonna go back. We're only gonna do it one time. We're not gonna do 2 passes of it. With just bound with a stick. They should have gotten bound with a stick in running 2 or 3. I forget which one, but it's going to come back bound with a stick. Swing the knee up high. Good balance. Good stability, and I want some hang time with it. I'm going for height, not distance. We're not trying to go for distance because then they're going to point that foot. Height, toe heel soft and quiet on the landing. Good, just like that. Now then, we're gonna come back. He's gonna jog at the full distance. He's gonna come back with a full bound. And we want height and distance now. Big, big, big. Good, good. Good. And for him on that one, I'd cue him. Hey, come back with a little faster. Give me a little more distance with that next one. Jog on your knees, give me a bound coming back. Give me just a little more distance with it. Boom, look out there. There it is, there it is, there it is. Good. All right. So that's bound coming back, and that's a challenging one for the athletes. Again, make sure there's only 1 foot contact. A lot of time they want to get into a skip on that. It's just a bound. And watch out, again, for wanting to do that. Don't point the toe. Knee up, toe up. Then we finish this one with our call out. So, Zach, jog it down to the far cone and wait. This will get them breathing a good bit, especially if you're on a 20-yard distance. So, Zach's going to start at that cone. When I say go, he's going to slide. When I say switch, he's going to switch the direction that he's sliding. Ready? Go! Switch! 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 Good, and then jog it down and wait, jog it down and wait. Again, if you have a 20-yard distance for these, there's 4 or 5 call-outs. This will end up being a couple hundred yards pretty quick. Stay facing the same direction. We'll have them face the same direction both times. Good! Switch! 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 And mix your cadence on the switches. Don't be predictable with it. All right, Zach, jog it down and wait. Next one's going to be a back pedal to a turn. All right? So when I say go, Zach is going to back pedal fast as he can. When I say turn, he's going to turn over his right shoulder and sprint back. Don't sprint him into the wall. It's going to be like a 4 or 6 step sprint. Zach, when I say go, you're going to back pedal. When I say turn, turn. Go! Turn! Good, good, good. And that's exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to goof him up a little bit. That's okay. Jog it down one more time. Now, next time coming back, when I say turn, Zach, you're going to turn left. You're going to turn left. Yep. Turn. Good, absolutely. And again, you can stand in front of them. You can point the direction you want them to turn. You can not tell them, and then they got to listen to which direction you got to turn. A couple different ways to progress that. Next one, Zach, jog it down there. And wait, I always say jog it down and wait, jog it down and wait. Next one's a sprint with a stop. So when I say go, Zach's going to sprint to me as hard as he can. When I say stop, I want him to stop as quickly and as short of a distance as possible. Your athletes should be able to stop in 4 steps. So they're going to sprint, 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop the hips, lower the center of the gravity, bang, bang, bang. You should hear thump, 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 thump on the ground that they're really hitting the brakes. And then he'll stay there, stop, until I say go again. All right, when I say go, you sprint. When I say stop, stop. Go! Stop! Good, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go! Stop! Absolutely right. Jog down, we're gonna hit that one more time. Jog it down and wait, jog it down and wait. You don't want them sprinting and then stopping in these big steps. All right, they're stopping as short a distance as possible. Go! Stop! Go! Stop! Yep, jog it down and wait. And then our last one is a sprint with a turn. So when I say go, Zach's going to sprint towards me. When I say back, he's going to hit the brakes on his right foot. And he's sprint immediately back. All right, when I say back, you don't want him to do this big rounded turn. All right, they're going to stop as short as they can. We should see a big arm action sprinting back to where he is right now. All right, Zach, when I say go, you go. When I say back, right foot plant, and back. Go! Back! Big arms, good. He powers out of there. And then last one, when I say go, you go. When I say back, plant on your back. Go! Back! Good. All right. He's going to take our shoulder coming out. Opposite hand, opposite foot, pick up nice and high. We would do that for our distance, 8 to 10 yards out, 8 to 10 yards back. Pretend Zach just did that, and he's going to finish with a duck walk. Give me a 10-yard duck walk forward. He stays down low. Again, you're going to have a lot of athletes that are up here. You want to try and get them in the bottom of their squat, and just so that they're moving out of the bottom of their squat. 8 to 10 yards. This is not a 20-yard one, and then he's going to go backwards back. Now the backwards back one is a challenging exercise. All right? That's not easy. You need good flexibility, strength, mobility, balance, coordination, but that's everything that we're after. He'd stand up, 10 arm raises, 10 arm flings, and he would be done. And that's running warm-up number 5.